You're not lazy, you're not inconsistent, you're addicted to starting over. You ever mess up one day? You miss gym, wake up late, or you waste time, and then instead of fixing it the same day, you just think, I'll restart Monday, or I'll restart tomorrow, or next week I'll lock in. And suddenly one bad decision turns into a whole week wasted. Not because it had to, but because you chose to reset instead of continue. That's the loop, and it's killing your progress. My name's Sam, and this is something I dealt with heavily. I wasn't someone who didn't try. I tried a lot. Every week I had plans, every week I had goals, every week I said, this time is different, and every single time it ended the same. One mistake turned into two, then three, then I just waiting for Monday like it was some magical reset button, like the past week didn't exist anymore. Like I could just wipe this shit clean and start fresh, and that felt good. That feeling of restarting, it gives you hope, it gives you comfort, it makes you feel like you're in control again. But you gotta realize it's fake, because you're not progressing, you're in a loop. The real problem is, you've trained your brain to value fresh starts more than continuation. Think about that. You feel better restarting than you do pushing through imperfection. It's backwards, because real progress is gonna be messy, it's gonna be inconsistent, it's gonna be ugly. But your brain doesn't like that. Your brain wants a perfect run. Waking up early every day, gym every day, no mistakes, no slip ups. And the moment that perfect run breaks, your brain goes, yeah, this run is ruined. Start again. That's the addiction, not laziness, perfection. And so you gotta realize why this loop feels so good, but it's destroying you. Restarting feels powerful because it removes guilt instantly. You don't have to sit with the fact you messed up. You don't have to fix anything. You just say, new week, new me. But nothing changes because you never learned how to continue. You only learned how to restart. And life does not work like that. There's no reset button. There's only today. So the first solution is, gotta kill this reset day mentality. This is the first thing you need to understand. There is no Monday, there's no Friday, there's no fresh start. That's a concept you made. Every single day is just a day. So when you mess up, you don't reset, you continue. You miss gym, go the next day. You waste the morning, fix the afternoon. You slip once, don't turn it into a streak. Your new rule is simple. I never miss twice. Not perfection, just interruption. Because one mistake is human. Two in a row, that's a pattern. Break it early, always. The second solution is lowering the standard after you mess up. This is where most people fail. You mess up and then you expect yourself to jump straight back into perfect routine. And it's unrealistic. That's why you avoid restarting midweek. So instead, lowering the standard is gonna help you a lot. You miss gym, don't go for a full intense workout, go for 10 minutes. Do something. You wasted the day, don't try to be productive for 5 hours, do 20 minutes. The goal isn't performance, the goal is momentum. Because momentum always outweighs perfection. Always. The third solution is stop making progress feel binary. Right now your brain sees progress like this. All in is success. One mistake equals full failure. That's why you quit so easily. You think the day is ruined, but it's not. You can still win the day even if it started badly. You can still win the week even if you lost a day. You need to think in percentages. If you planned 5 things and do 2, that is not failure. That's 40%. That's something, and something done repeatedly becomes everything. The fourth solution is the ugly day rule. This one changed everything for me. I started doing this one thing and it completely broke the loop. I allowed myself to have ugly days. Days where I don't feel good, I'm not productive, I don't hit everything, I'm low energy. But, there's a big but, I still do something. Even if it's small, even if it's embarrassing, even if it's 10% effort. Because I realized something. Consistency isn't built on your best days, it's gonna be built on your worst. If you can show up on a bad day, you don't need to restart anymore. There's a story about a man who was trying to build a habit of praying consistently. At first he was perfect, every prayer on time, every day. Then one day he missed one, and it crushed him. He felt like he ruined everything, so instead of continuing, he stopped completely. Days passed, then weeks, until one day he went back to a scholar and said, "I don't understand, I was doing so well, then I failed." And the scholar told him, "You didn't fail when you missed one prayer. You failed when you believed that one mistake erased everything." That's what you gotta realize, because that's exactly what we do. One mistake, and we erase all our progress in our own heads. So here's the final reality check. Yeah, you gotta listen. If you keep restarting, you will stay in the same place for years. Not because you're not capable, but because you never stayed consistent long enough to see results. You don't need a new plan, you don't need a new routine, you don't need Monday. You need to stop quitting mid-process. So next time next time you mess up and your brain says, "I'll restart tomorrow, I'll restart Monday, I'll try again next week," I want you to pause and say, "No, I'll continue." Even if it's small, even if it's ugly, even if it feels pointless. Because that right there, that moment, that decision, that's what separates people who stay stuck from people who actually change.